The footage in this video is not Phantasy Star footage, because I could not get it to record. I am going to mention a few spoilers for PSO2 episodes 1 and 2. I never caught on to the entirety of PSO2's story. The year is 2015. The Japanese servers were almost entirely in Japanese, and I did not, and still do not speak Japanese. There were English patches via the PSO2 tweaker, but my crappy laptop I used for schoolwork could barely handle the game, as is. So, my understanding of the game story was word of mouth, and it was like that for a really long time until the tweaker dev team bundled the story patch with the regular English patch, along with a lower file size for the patches. Thanks to that, I decided to play through the game story for the first time. The game used to have a convoluted system of you finding story encounters in exploration quests, but that was getting changed in 2019 or something. They replaced the old system with a new system called the Omnibus Quests. Omnibus Quests streamline the experience by making you watch the previously random encounters as missions that are only the mentioned scenes in the quest titles. Not as fun as running around to find them, but I get it, since it was frustrating having to find a specific marker in the map, talk to an NPC, and then find a rare drop or two to progress the story. PSO2 has a decent story. Not many things stood out to me, but in particular, the summoning of Darkfell's Welder was an interesting scene. The player's character being Darkfell's persona was cool and reminds me of some other nameless hero. And the climax and ending of EP2 were good minus the ass-naked Xion part. Theodore's arc was pretty good, and I am glad he got more focus in EP6. But I felt like the story was lacking, because the game keeps stopping to focus on the player as blank slate character, like Dora the Explorer turning to face the screen. Your choices do not make any difference until EP3, which has multiple endings. Phantasy Star Universe, Ambition of the Illuminus also has player character, as a main character, but they are just standing there, until they need to swing their sword. Phantasy Star Portable 1 and 2 do a better job by making almost every sentence you choose to say affect the characters around you. I get that the player's characters get to serve as a self-insert of sorts, but I come to the sci-fi world for its aesthetic and characters, not to have a 5-foot-tall albino call me Senpai every minute in the name of immersion. I get that people love that kind of character, but they are not for me. I was supposed to be talking about PSO2, but I got sidetracked. PSO2's story lost me right when episode 4 started, and I stopped caring past that point. Sorry, I did not sign up for an isekai. Primordial Darkness was an annoying boss fight compared to Profound Darkness and the Darkfells of PSU. Me not knowing what it is does not help, either. My hope for PSO2 MGS is that it returns to the roots of PSO, being exploring an unknown planet, or focuses in the cities people live in like PSU games.